What's up guys, Michael here at Golfwod, and I want to give you my 3 keys to a powerful golf swing. Okay, these things can work all the way from your driver down to your irons, and they're going to be consistent with the physicality of the golf swing, with the power that we're trying to create through the ground, through our rotation, and the quality of our swing. Alright, these are really simple things. I want you to put them into your game. Okay, so number 1 is going to be our stance and our setup. Alright, we don't want to be too tight. We don't want to be sat down in our heels. We don't want that typical posture back here. But also we don't want to be too tall. We don't want to be too much on our toes. Alright, I want you to connect with the ground. Literally, if you just take a moment in your stance to feel where your weight is between your feet, literally from heel to toe, on both sides of the foot, I want you to be as grounded as possible. Okay, wherever your wherever your posture goes from there, is going to be well grounded. You're going to be using the legs well, and you're going to get a nice spine out. Okay, so we don't need to go excessive in either way. I want you to just work with the ground. A slight bit of knee flex. You should feel as though you're actually pushing into the ground even early on before you start the swing. Okay, so with that, create a nice wide swing, good base relative to the shot that you're hitting, but let's get some power to it. Okay, so the wider your base is a ball, the more power you can create relative to the rotation in your swing. Okay, if you go too wide, you're going to resist rotation too much. If you go too narrow, you're just going to be over swinging. You're not going to create the right kind of torque, the right kind of rotation and ground pressure that we're looking for. Okay, so engage the ground properly, create some nice natural posture, and then from there set yourself up ready to hit a nice full swing, full turn. Okay, and that is factor number 2, guys. All right, I want you to create a full turn on the backswing, because basically during the downswing we're going to replicate what we do in the backswing. Okay, if we just lift our arms on the way back, we're probably just going to pull down our arms on the way through. So if we can create a good rotational pattern where we create more force into the ground through our right foot as we swing back, as that club goes back, we create a big full turn. You're then going to be able to turn that into a full turn on the way down, where our whole body's going to turn through, and it's going to give us the most amount of power. Okay, a couple of things I look for here is that when I swing back into your trail side, you want to feel as though you're literally tearing the ground up with your feet. Okay, so turn your chest back over that right leg. Don't let yourself sway in. Don't let the hips get outside the feet, guys. All right, don't let the hips move laterally. As long as that right hip stays tight, you can turn your upper body as much as possible against that lower half. Okay, so from there, I want you to really feel as though when you're going back, you're going to create a massive rotation around your right foot. You're going to try and grab the ground with your big toe and create as much pressure in that backside as possible. Okay, the second thought in there is to try and get your left shoulder behind the ball. Okay, this guarantees a full turn. It gets as much of a shoulder turn as possible, and as long as the right leg is in that position we described, you're going to create a big wide takeaway. You're going to create some rotation, some ground pressure, and all of that is just going to wind us up into the most powerful backswing position. Okay, so once we get there into that position there, basically our body can only turn so far. So physically the muscles are going to stretch. Once the muscle has gone as far as it can, it's coming back. Okay, so what we're doing by grounding that right foot is we're stretching all of our body around it. You're getting this big stretch effect, and that's going to give you a natural transition. Okay, so as you go to the top, you're going to feel that pressure. We can't go any further, so naturally the body will want to go in the other direction, and that's going to give you a natural transition, which makes the game an awful lot easier, as well as hitting the ball an awful lot further. Okay, so in terms of the backswing, we're looking for ground pressure on the right foot. Take that right hip back and pull your left shoulder all the way behind the ball. Okay, and factor number 3, I want to create that correct sequence and good balance at the finish. Okay, factor number 2 is going to have a big effect. If we correctly load that right side, we will naturally want to push from the ground more, and then from there it's just allowing the arms to follow the body. If we use the lower half correctly from that right foot, you're going to shift the pressure from our right foot into that left side. The hips are going to open, torso follows, the arms are the final thing, and then we're just going to release that club up into a nice full finish. Okay, if you can just allow the club to fall from the top, using that lower half, not allowing yourself to pull down and try and hit early, that's going to be the biggest biggest power drain possible, and it's going to mean misses left and right. Okay, so if you can create that natural rotation on the way back, we don't want to feel as though we just turn. As we turn, the club's going to follow the body. As we come through, full release. I want to feel as though when we get to the top, there's no holding back. There should be no tension in the through swing. There should be no tension at the top of the swing. You should just feel as though everything's flowing through. That kinematic sequence has been executed well. The ball gets in the way and we hit an absolutely great drive down the fairway. Okay, so in terms of that kinematic sequence, ground first, press, allow the body to just work around that system, around the spine the way that it wants to, create that rotation, and let the shot take care of itself, guys. All right, so number one, let's have a great setup where we're engaging the ground and we're in good posture. Number two, create a full coil during your backswing so that we're fully loaded against the ground, loaded against ourselves, and primed up to swing down into the ball. And number three, allow the swing to happen. Okay, you've put yourself in that good position, allow everything to turn in sequence, let the club fall, and then once we're at the ball, my rule is always just hit it as hard as you want to, as long as you can maintain the balance at the end of your swing, guys. Okay, so put that good swing in there. Some great keys there. 3 factors that are going to change your game, going to allow you to hit it further, and going to help you to play your best golf on the course. All right, check us out online, check us out on social media. You get us at Golfwod, and not only are we looking at the swing, we're looking at our fitness, we're looking at our nutrition, and how you can employ both of those to give yourself the best game, best lifestyle, and just take everything forwards, guys. All right, I hope this helped out. Subscribe, follow along, and let's create a nice online global fitness community for golf that's going to show the world what we're capable of.